We've got some amazing news here. So we finally got a legit poll coming out after the debate. And these are Iowa and New Hampshire polls, and Bernie is doing amazing in both. Okay, Bernie is in a three-way tie between Biden and Buttigieg at 23% in Iowa. And in New Hampshire, he's actually in number one at 27%. This is from CBS News /YouGov polls. And this is a very, very good sign. It's going to be kind of close, but numbers also show that young people are more in favor of Bernie. And so what that means is young people in Iowa and New Hampshire need to get out and vote. Young folks need to go to the polls. They need to go to the voting booth to, cast their vote. We need you guys to go out in droves to cast your vote. Now, if we go ahead and look at the RCP, there's something interesting that I found. So, as you guys know, Bernie has extended his lead in New Hampshire in the RCP aggregate. Okay, here he was up 0.5. Now he's all the way up, and Biden has overtaken Buttigieg now in the average. And Bernie has a 4-point lead in the aggregate data, which is awesome. And you guys know, I don't take much stock in singular polls because we need to look at aggregate numbers. There's a thing obviously known as an outlier. The thing is, and this is something super interesting that I have to show you. Remember, this is New Hampshire primary data, okay? So if you click all New Hampshire Democratic primary polling data, which is down here, and you look at the old CBS News /YouGov polls, they have not been kind to Bernie Sanders, which is awesome. So if you look at this CBS News Gov, he's at 20. He's in third in this one. Warren's at 31. Biden's at 22, and then he comes in at 20. If you look at this one, Warren's at 32. Biden's at 24, and Bernie is at 17. If you look at this one, he's at 25. Warren's at 27, and Biden's at 26. If you look at this one, he's at 20. Biden's at 27. Warren's at 18. If you look at this one, Biden's at 33. Bernie's at 20. And then Warren is at 17. So these are like CBS News /YouGov is not like, usually Emerson polls are the ones that come out the best for Bernie. CBS News /YouGov is not one that's like slanted for Bernie. So that's a really good sign. If polls that are not kind to Bernie are showing really good for Bernie, well, that's an amazing sign. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so he's in the lead. He has quite a significant lead over Warren and Buttigieg. Biden is pretty neck and neck with him at 25%. But I think that if young people come out in droves in Iowa and New Hampshire and in the election in general, I think that we're sitting really pretty. And Bernie is up. He's up by 0.3 in the aggregate numbers here on Buttigieg. And so these are getting pretty close, man. These are getting pretty darn close. And if we look at these ones, I just want to see these ones. So, they haven't been, like, amazing to Bernie or anything like that, although they haven't been, super bad to Bernie. Here it seems to be sort of consistent, I guess. So, this is really, really great news for the early states in terms of Iowa and New Hampshire. I'm also starting to inkle towards supporting the idea of Warren dropping out and endorsing Bernie Sanders at this point, although I don't have my fully formed opinion on that yet. But so far, this news about Bernie Sanders' polling data, really good news.